There are a bunch of new faces and names over here that I haven't yet met, and there's a bunch of familiar ones. So if I haven't met you yet, hi. And for all of you familiar names out there, it's nice to see you again. Let's jump in. For those of you that don't know me, I am Tally Mack. I am a 5th generation pawnbroker. I've also been the CEO of Bravo now for 8 years. I have a background in technology and business and a legal background. I don't want to spend too much time talking about myself today. This is about you and what you're feeling and getting your questions answered. Let me just give you a little high level about Bravo, just so you know, and I'll introduce some of the people that we have on today's call. Please post any questions that you have in the chat. Hopefully we'll answer them all within the deck that we have, but if we don't, we'll answer those at the end. So Bravo is a point of sale platform. We have a point of sale, e-commerce solutions, and mobile applications. We are Pawn First. This is where we came from. We've been in business for 14 years. We have 1,700 customers that are using our platform today. And as a company, we're really dedicated to small business. I was born, raised, and I've spent my entire career in small business. And the reality is that small business, as you know, is getting harder and harder. There's more administrative tasks, there's more compliance, there's more regulation than ever. And that's what we're here to help you do. We just crossed 100 employees, and that means you have 100 people behind you cheerleading and rooting for your success. And one more thing that I think is really awesome about our company is that more than 10% of our employee base actually comes from being pawnbrokers themselves. So we have a ton of actual pawnbroking experience. And I think that's really helpful for you so that when you call in and you have a question or an issue or an idea, we know where you're coming from. We've got some of the best and brightest pawnbroker minds actually working for us all today. So let's jump into this big change that's happening, and that is bringing you the best of both worlds. So the way that I like to think about this for you is that this is the merging of two technology companies. PawnMaster Classic has been the leading on-prem pawn point of sale for more than 3 decades, which is a huge accomplishment. And Bravo has been the leading cloud pawn point of sale for almost 15 years now. And PawnMaster really has been trying and has wanted a awesome kick-ass cloud solution. And we have a ton of people that are looking for an on-prem solution. And what this does is it gives us the ability to provide all pawnbrokers a solution, whether you want an on-prem solution or whether you want a cloud solution. Now we can help support you in whatever works and whatever's best for your business. So as a Pawnbroker Classic customer now, you can remain on Classic for however long you'd like. We are not sunsetting the product. In fact, we get to add on-prem to now our suite of products. And if you ever do want cloud, we have the best path forward for you to get onto the industry's best cloud product. So this really should be giving you the best of both worlds. So I want to get it out in the open. Can you still use PawnMaster Classic? Absolutely. Yes, you can. Next question. Will Bravo still support PawnMaster products? Absolutely, yes. We are so excited to bring over the entire PawnMaster support, onboarding, a lot of development team. We still have the same faces here that you know and that you trust and that you love working here for us at this big company now, Bravo. So if you're used to working with people at PawnMaster, you still have those same people. I've been in Florida all week. The support team is fantastic, and they are all here. Natalie, yes, post in the chat and whatever questions you have, I will answer them. Okay, if you have a PawnMaster support question, who do you call? Not Ghostbusters. You can still continue contacting the same PawnMaster tech support team that you do today. Same phone number, no changes in who you're calling for PawnMaster support. Will there be changes to billing and billing processes? For the most part, no. If you pay by check, you are going to have to change who you make your checks payable to. So you'll change it from Data Age or PawnMaster to Bravo Store Systems. But other than that, no changes. We are not updating, changing your billing platform, the way you pay, things like that. It will be same. All right, if you still have questions about staying on PawnMaster, please go ahead and post those. I figure that there's two camps here. There's a camp that says, I'm on Classic and I really want to stay on Classic. And hopefully we were able to address the people that really want to stay on Classic today. You can continue staying on Classic for however long you want. Bravo now gets to support an on-prem solution. We get to have that as part of our product offering. For those of you that want to switch to Bravo, we are really excited, and I want to talk about what switching to Bravo looks like. Natalie, I saw your question. We'll talk about data migration over to Bravo and how awesome this is going to be. So the first thing is that Bravo is what we call a products-led company, and that means we have a ton of new possibilities and features and things that you can add. If you're a firearm store, we have the most phenomenal E4473 process. If you're looking to take mobile payments, if you want an employee mobile app, if you need more online selling options, we have all of that, and that you can take advantage of day one coming over to Bravo. So there's a few reasons why I think coming to Bravo is so awesome, specifically for PawnMaster customers. The first thing is a comprehensive conversion. So Natalie, this one is for you. We have the most comprehensive conversion from Classic and Ignite over to Bravo, because now we have all of the brain children that have been working on both of these systems, working on the single 100% data conversion from PawnMaster to Bravo. And we have been in office all week. Our devs have been working on this. We have it perfectly converted down to the penny. I'll talk a little bit about history as well. You're not going to lose anything. The second thing is that you have two teams to support you in familiar faces. So I already touched on this one. The third is we have almost 1,000 customers that are using Bravo that came from PawnMaster. And the first 3 days are always a little tricky and there's some frustrations. And we took all of those frustrations, and it's mainly questions like, hey, in PawnMaster, I could do this. Where do I do it in Bravo? Or in PawnMaster, I used to do that. Do you have it in Bravo? We're adding all of those features into Bravo for you. So those first 3 days and all of the headaches that former PawnMaster to Bravo customers have, we've alleviated those, and those are all in this next release, which hits February 15th. So we're really excited about that. And then we have training webinars, videos specifically for you. I want to give a shout out to our awesome team of onboarding specialists. We have hired Kat Tanner, if that name sounds familiar. She was in charge of Smart Financial's entire training program from PawnMaster to Bravo. So she was able to get 85 stores trained in a single month coming from PawnMaster to Bravo. And also from that Smart Financial team, we have Tracy Grantham that's working for us. He's the lead implementation specialist, and he was responsible for also bringing all of those stores over to Bravo. So we hired them in anticipation of this deal because we wanted to make sure that you have an experience that's specific for PawnMaster customers. What kind of words are in PawnMaster versus Bravo? We have glossaries and just a really specific tailored training for you to make this as least disruptive as possible, but able to get you over however many customers want to come over at once. So we are really excited about that. There are a bunch of reasons why now is the perfect time to raise your hand and maybe get started. So the first one is we're doing free setups. That means free store configurations, free professional services. We're doing 100% satisfaction conversions. That's because we have 100% confidence in what our team's been able to come up with the conversion. We've been able to support almost all PawnMaster hardware, if you're still a DOS user, and I know there's a few out there, we don't work with dot matrix printers, but just about everything else, we are fully supporting all of your existing hardware. We've also been able to build in your favorite reports into PawnMaster. That dashboard report is now part of the point of sale, so you won't lose any of that really important business reporting that you're used to seeing on a daily cadence. We've built an entire learning management platform. So this is going to allow you and your employees to learn at whatever pace you want. The videos are totally interactive, and the environment that you're in will actually show you where to go so that you can click around. This makes it really easy to learn and really fun for your employees. We've sort of gamified the training so that everybody wants to do it. The most important thing when we are converting customers over is your guys' history. And some of you, if you've been around for a long time, you've got lots and lots and lots of history. We're going to pull over a bunch of that history into Bravo, but we've also created, Randy from PawnMaster has created a way to give you guys read-only access of PawnMaster for forever, so that you can always be looking up whatever historical data you want access to. So this is a huge benefit that you're going to be able to have. We also have an online Facebook community for PawnMaster to Bravo customers, those released features that I was talking about. The other thing that I think is really important for you to know is we've done this before. So we acquired CompuPawn almost, I think, 8 years ago. We've been through an acquisition before. We've picked up some of our best employees came from CompuPawn, similarly to how some of our new best employees came from PawnMaster. But we're familiar with helping you through this transition. We know that support is the most critical thing, right? When you're coming over, you need somebody to talk to, you need somebody to talk to now. We know onboarding is really important. We know your conversion is really important. And we also know that sunsetting products is something to avoid, right? So we are taking what we learned from that CompuPawn acquisition, we're putting it into practice, and anything that didn't serve us well then, we will not be doing this time around. So the other thing is we've already have a bunch of PawnMaster customers over to Bravo that love it. If we didn't have that, we wouldn't have done this. We know that once you come over, you're going to absolutely love it. And then also the fully ramped support team. So we've been hiring on the Bravo support team in preparation of an influx of customers. And then in addition, we kept all of the existing PawnMaster support team because we want you to have a place to call into in case you need PawnMaster specific questions. So who do you call if you want a demo or pricing? We are gonna put in some links for you. We've got webinars every single day for you, demo webinars. Fiona and Taylor are our saleswomen that are taking the lead on this. So they will be able to assist you with your transition and your switch and your invoices and your promotions and all of that stuff. And then we're also have an amazing YouTube channel. So if you're curious before Monday about what Bravo is and what we have, I'll post that channel for you in here so that you can start taking a look at some of the demos that we already have. All right, speaking of benefits, for you, we have a ton of special promotions for the first 50 people that sign up, the first 100 people that sign up, and so on and so forth. So make sure that you submit a form and we'll get you in line for that first 50, first 100, first 250. We already have 6 people that have signed up. So we are really excited. We think that this is a really awesome indicator of how things are going to go moving forward. And we can't wait to get you all scheduled into our conversion calendar. Another thing just to note on the conversion, since I'm talking about it, is we do those after hours. So you don't have to worry about any business disruption or having to reconcile being in 2 systems. We will get that taken care of for you. All right, downtime or disruption in transition, absolutely not. You can continue using PawnMaster without any business disruption, right? We know and we love small business. We know that many of you guys are probably in a store that's busy right now and you're trying to do 2 things at once. If you're missing part of this, we're recording it. So we will go ahead and send you the recording. But the whole idea of this is no business disruption. So I really want to make sure that you know that we're honoring that. Sometime here, Mark Bowles is the guy for pawn tickets. So I will send out his contact information, or he can say hi and give his contact information on here. But we highly recommend Burl, and you can contact Mark for your tickets. And then the hardware piece is, in most cases, no. So we already covered hardware. You don't have to worry about having to buy and purchase additional hardware. All right, we're gonna put the helpful resources up, and while we do that, I'm gonna go into the chat and I am going to answer some questions. Okay, so hopefully, I think that was Natalie. Yeah, Natalie, that makes sense on the conversion. So we're really excited about that. Monthly fees with Classic stay the same. Nick Faley, what type of integrations will be made to PawnMaster? So are you talking about third-party integrations or integrations with Bravo and PawnMaster? All right, Wes Potter on adding any new features to PawnMaster Classic. We kept on many of our PawnMaster Classic developers, so we still have an entire development team. We will definitely be continuing to add reports and doing custom pawn tickets. However, you were traditionally funneling features and customer suggestions into the system, we'll still continue doing that same process. Rob LeBlanc is here. We are so happy he's here. He will continue to be a familiar face moving forward. We are really lucky to have him. PawnMaster Ignite customers to convert to Bravo, schedule the actual conversion, walk me through what's done remotely, what does it take at a store level, no store downtime. We have an entire team of dedicated project managers for you. They do everything from walk you through your hardware to make sure that your store is trained, to make sure that you're ready so that that day one goes flawlessly. And then we actually have somebody in the first 30 days that's just for you that you can call if you have questions or need additional training, or you're just freaking out a little bit. So we are going to have you totally supported during your transition and as soon as you go live. That was for Patrick. John King, yes, we have e-commerce. We have a lot of it. So we're fully integrated with Baya, usedguns.com, eBay, and your own company branded website. And we also have a listing template for Gunbroker and Craigslist. Other questions? I don't know if you guys can see the other attendees, but we also have Billy Booth is still on our team. If you've been around for a long time, you know Billy. We're also really lucky to have him. Dave is a panelist on here, so you know that he's still around. I'm scrolling through to see who else we have on here. Lots of Bravo support people on the line as well. We have 2 stores using PawnMaster. Can their data be merged into one Bravo? Yes. Yes, tickets are still available through Burrell. So Mark, shout out to Mark Bowles. He's the pawn ticket king. He's in here right now. If we decide to go to Bravo, there is no charge for conversion. We want to make this as easy for you as possible, and we're just excited that you want to come over. So we will be doing all of the conversions for you for free. Any plans for E4473 on PawnMaster? Not yet. We have a fully integrated E4473 product within Bravo, but we haven't yet, this is day 3 for us, and we haven't yet gone through all the customer suggestions yet. But like I mentioned, we still have our classic developers, so it's definitely possible. Really awesome question from Matthew about how customizable are the backend settings? Can I adjust my fee structure? You can change everything on the fly if you would like. But part of your conversion over is we will be matching and doing all of the same regulatory setup and store setup that you currently have. Obviously, that's really important to make sure that your loans moving forward match perfectly. But in Bravo, you can actually set up multiple different regulatory sets. So if you like to do a certain interest rate on loans over $500, if you like to do your first loan interest free, if you like to do auto title, pawn loans, and those are at a different rate, we can actually accommodate all those regulations for you, all in the same sort of setting type. Process if you want to convert from PawnMaster to Bravo. So let me talk through the process from the very beginning. So the first thing is you're going to raise your hand. You're going to say, hey, I'm interested in coming over. We're going to give you a product demo, and you're going to be working with a dedicated sales rep to make sure that you know what Bravo has and that we're putting you in the right package. If there's anything additional you want, like E4473, we can show you that. And then once you sign, you're going to go into our onboarding process where you'll get somebody else that's dedicated to you. And this person will see you all the way through the process of you going live. They're going to be helping you get enrolled in all of your training, make sure that you have your hardware set up. They'll give you access to a training environment like Bravo that you can't mess up and it's not actually real transactions, so that you can practice. And we'll make sure that all of your employees are also trained. We can give them quizzes and we can make sure that they're watching the trainings, because really the training is the key to the optimal day 1 go live. And then we will do your conversion. We will pull all of the data for you. We will do that conversion overnight for you. We will make sure that it matches 100%. And then that next day you will go live with all of your same regulations that you had in PawnMaster moving forward through Bravo. Hopefully that covers the process for you, but if you need more detail on any of that, just let me know. John King, multiple FFLs. So this is, I think you were asking about converting into one store. So in Bravo, you can, Bravo's meant for multi-store operators. We also obviously accommodate single store operators. We have more than 700 single store operators, but we also have a lot of multi-store operators. So when we convert you over, we will bring over your archived A&D book for you. And then on day 1 on Bravo, you'll get the new A&D book. We can handle multiple FFLs within different stores, and you can transfer inventory in and out of those different stores seamlessly. So you don't have to re-tag anything. We handle all of the accounting of what's where. We show you what's in transit, what didn't make it, what came over broken. And the entire transferring between stores is super seamless. Maybe Dave, you actually worked in a store that had multi-stores or had your own store with multi-Bravo stores.
Yeah, it was a while back, but it was an absolute game changer for me in my FFLs. I had 3 of them. So the question John's asking, because he's got the upstairs and downstairs, is absolutely you can treat it like 2 different stores within the same, John. So you'll be able to get everything seamless for you.
Awesome. Wes, so there is, everybody on Bravo runs the same version of Bravo, but there are a million different ways that we can configure it so that if there's features that you feel like you don't need, if you don't do consignments, we can turn consignments all the way off so you don't see it. If you don't like automatic, like protection plans being sold as an example, we can turn that off. So we can, every single feature in Bravo can be turned on or off to fit your business. So if you don't want everything, you don't need everything, you certainly are not going to have everything. We can make it however simple you would like. Thank you, Lily. We appreciate your support. Okay, 2 stores. Can I remotely see both store systems from anywhere? Yes, you will have a Bravo license on your laptop. You can take it anywhere on vacation or between stores or in the car, and you can see your data in both stores seamlessly. So that is a huge benefit of Bravo. Our reporting for multi-stores is flawless. It's really elegant. And so I think that you will find in the demo that we do for multi-store that visibility into both stores is a total game changer. Natalie, very bad internet service. We have a bunch of stores that are in the most rural places with not great internet service. So what we'll do is we'll test your current internet, and then we'll go through some of the options for dual, what's called ISP, which is internet service providers. But Bravo also works really well off of like a cell phone hotspot as well. So we've got some options for those of you that are in rural areas and are nervous about your internet being not so great. You are definitely not alone on the rural pawnbroker piece. All right, there's some questions in the Q&A, so I will switch over to that. Of course, one of the most commonly asked questions is, are your monthly fees going to change? No, we're not changing that. We would love to get you over to Bravo if we have the opportunity, but if you're on Classic, you want to stay on Classic, you'll continue paying what you currently pay for. Customization look like for international operators, it was very limited 5 years ago. So Bravo is currently localized, and we have presence in the UK, Canada, and Mexico. We're also internationalized for Sweden, Costa Rica, and Panama. If you fall outside of those territories, you're going to remain on Classic, and then we will get to eventually localizing Bravo for other areas. But the customization, once you are localized, is the same as everywhere else. So we do currency, language, taxes, tax nexus, everything that you need. And then within the product, it's very flexible for you. But it just depends if we're localized for exactly where you are. Gina, you're happy with PawnMaster? Can you stay on PawnMaster? Yes, absolutely. Okay, do you need a different server or computer system? So Bravo is cloud-based, which means you don't need a server at all. We're going to do all of your backups for you. We're redundant. We do daily backups and minute-by-minute backups. So you do not need a different server. The computer system just depends on what operating system you're currently on. We don't function well on super old operating systems like XP or Windows Home version 7 or things like that. So we'll just have to evaluate which system you're on. And we have a really awesome, if you're not a hardware techie person, we're using this program called Specky, and Specky will actually tell us all the specs of your computer and your printers and your hardware, so you don't have to have an IT person help you do that, or a friend or a friend's kid show you how to figure out which version you're on. And so you'll just download this program and it'll spit out basically all of the different types of hardware, and we'll be able to evaluate whether you need to upgrade. But for the most part, no. Patrick Lawrence Kane, thank you. We are so happy, and we're really excited to having people start coming over. We really appreciate your trust through this, your patience, and we just want you to have multiple options. So again, I just want to repeat, you don't have to come over if you don't want to, but when you're ready, we'll jump up and down and welcome you with open arms. Other questions? Okay. One more in the Q&A. I think that's the same one, different server. All right. Okay, let me get you guys the, I'm just looking for all the links that I have for you. So We have upcoming webinars starting next week. And you're going to be able to register for those. And if you can't make them, still register and we'll send you the recording, just like we'll send you the recording for today. So here's the upcoming one. If you're in the chat, go ahead and click that. And then we also have a bunch of webinars on demand, and this will actually also be on demand. So if you missed it, or you missed part of it, or your business partner's unable to be on today, you can go ahead and click into there after this, and that webinar, today's webinar will be available for you on demand. And then if you're just like so excited and you can't even wait for next week for a demo, go ahead and check out our YouTube channel, which is also in here, and we will show you everything we've got. We have really awesome training, demos, different product kind of videos for you, and they're all 2.5 minutes or less-ish. We try to keep them short. Is the conversion free until a certain date? It's just free conversions. We're really excited to get you guys over. The incentives your sales team will be able to walk through with you, and those are not necessarily on a time schedule, but on a how many people are signing up schedule. So those ones, the special promotions are on a certain date or time or till people sign up, but free conversions are free conversions. We've got you. Steve, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I'm getting questions on my cell phone here personally from some of you guys out there. So they're looking for where our links are going to be for the demos, that we're going to do the group demos for our group. So that's on the bravostoresystems.com under resources, correct?
Yes, and I just posted the chat. It says upcoming webinars. Use that link. Maybe you didn't get that. It doesn't go to everybody. Wait, here you go. There's that one. Sorry about that. There's that one. And here's our YouTube channel.
And just one added thing for those of you out there that are concerned, and I keep hearing the question time and time again on these conversions, Tally is right. They're 100%. We're not competitors anymore. Everybody has the key to everything. So our team is working with our Bravo team, making sure that there is nothing left that's loose. So you guys will get a 100% clean conversion, and it's only going to get better. The more we do it, the better it's going to get. PawnMaster is a very highly customizable software, and that's always been the challenge, even for us. And we have given the key to the kingdom, so to speak, and everybody has everything now. So those conversions that you're looking for, there is not a problem. It'll be a absolutely beautiful transition.
Priscilla, I will have Fiona reach out to you. I see you in here asking about signing up. Any other questions? For those of you that have Dave's cell phone number, you can continue to text him questions. We're all available for you. I have Christy, who's our head of product, Rachel, who's our head of marketing. We have a bunch of people in the chat that are just here to help support you through this transition. And so we're all here to help. And I think, like Dave said, we were really tired of competing against each other. It's been a long time of being competitors, and we really are so much stronger together. I've been in this office for 4 days now. The team here is incredible. I can't wait to all be like working under the same roof. You are going to see the most amazing things out of the former PawnMaster team, new Bravo team. This really gives us all inspiration and excitement, and we're all super excited for this next chapter. How steep is the learning curve with Bravo? We can get you trained in a week, and we're not going to throw you into the system without putting you through what we call our learning management system. So you're going to have step-by-step trainings all the way through until your day one live on Bravo, and you'll be all the way trained by then. And then if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll notice we do a lot of videos and webinars and extended trainings and ad hoc reporting trainings, and we're constantly training. And so if there's anything that you want to continue to learn, sort of like a continued education, we have those for you within the learning management system. And then we're doing webinars all the time. So you can always join a webinar. Thanks, Patrick. We're appreciative of your support. I don't see any other questions. I'll stick around if you do have questions. If you think of one, I'm going to put my email address in the chat and I'm available. So if you think of something after we get off today, which you probably will, because that always happens, feel free to email me. And we're doing another one of these on Monday. So if there's somebody that didn't get a chance to watch today and you would rather have them come to the live session instead of the recording, sign up in that webinars page and we'll all be here again on Monday. All right. That's it. Have a wonderful, what about a trial session? We do what's called staging versions of Bravo. And so you can get into the staging version and start practicing. And then we'll do your conversion, but we're actually doing a 60-day perfectly money back to PawnMaster back guarantee, where if you're not happy on Bravo after using it for 60 days and you want to go back to Classic, we're going to facilitate that transition back for you. So we are really dedicated to making sure not just that you come over to Bravo, that you actually like Bravo more than you liked Classic. And if you prefer Classic, we will transition you back. It's better than a trial too, because it'll have all of your data. All right, well, I know Fridays are busy days for you all. Thank you so much for being here on a Friday afternoon. Thank you to our Bravo and PawnMaster teams for being on here. Thank you for Dave, Christy, Rachel for being here and helping me be a panelist. And we'll see you guys if you're interested next week on another one of these, or our demo webinars start next week as well. So if you want to see the software in action, sign up for the webinar demo. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.